could sell a corporation that has a little bit of history. As a new corporation, it may be hard for you to get a loan. Like right out the gates, it may be hard for you to get a loan. So if I have a corporation for like 2-3 years, like say I haven't claimed any real income on it, but like I just had it. It's there.
So what do you do? Change the name?
Change the name and sell it to somebody else.
And you can get your loans.
Get a loan. Or if you can't get a loan, I can go get a grant from the government, because the government just wants to see that you've been in business.
Smart.
Yo, it's so deep. Or let's say you had no corporations, but you paid a man maybe $500 for each corporation. Now you have 5 corporations.
Now
you paid $2,500 for all 5.
Now I'm getting 20K loans for those.
Loans?
Or
grants. You're getting grants, bro. You're not paying that back. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Now you're up. It's not about LB. It's not really.
Everything black on black. Nigga, if I started that facts on.
Episode 16, Black is the New Rich podcast. We're back again. And this one is a very special episode because I feel like every beginner entrepreneur needs to know how to incorporate their business and when to incorporate their business. And this is a personal one for me. So this is a very selfish episode. And I had to get the expert. I had to get the lawyer himself and the people chose him because this is our first time meeting each other, to be honest. So I'm so thankful for you to come by and share your knowledge. And Courtney, if you just want to introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. To everyone that's listening or watching, my name is Courtney Fraser. I'm a business lawyer, also a founder of a nonprofit called Legacy United. I do a lot of business, anything that deals with corporations, contracts, and so forth and so forth. But you're going to hear more throughout this podcast. I'm glad to be in the studio with my man, Corey. Soon to be GTA legend, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, dope. So you are a business lawyer.
Yes.
You're running a nonprofit right now.
As well, yes.
Okay, cool. Let's take it back a little bit. Let's take it back to how the journey started.
Okay.
After high school, what were you doing? And how were you thinking?
So after high school, I was just, working a couple jobs, you know what I'm saying? I worked a couple jobs. I knew I had to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Because every job I worked for, literally, not every job, but like almost every job I worked for, I probably got fired because it was just like, I was just like, nah, this is not for me. My first job, maybe at Burger King, they had me on the burgers.
Yeah.
Never let me work cash.
Yeah.
I was like, I got fired from that. McDonald's, I got fired the night before I was about to learn breakfast, how to make the breakfast stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Got fired for that. I just wasn't a fit in other people's system. I felt like, especially it's like, yo, what are we doing here? I worked at Susie Share, stocking up in the back, stocking up the inventory, women's clothes, stuff like that. You showed me Sam.
Yeah, Sam. Me
and Sam worked together. That's crazy. We used to wash dishes together for like a couple years, stuff like that. So I had a few jobs, but I just knew, I needed to run my own ship one day. And so after high school, like yourself, I went to Sheridan. Mm-hmm. I went for the Battered Women and Children program because I've always been big on community. I've always liked community. I've coached basketball. I don't know if you know the BMBA.
No.
The BMBA is the Brampton Minor Basketball Association in Brampton.
Okay, dope. So you're doing a lot of community work right now.
I've always been big on community. I coached, I mentored, whatever the case may be. I went to Sheridan, didn't finish. I worked at Cassie Campbell.
Okay,
it's the rec center in Brampton. I used to run the camps and the ball program.
There a couple times.
Okay, nice gym. It was a nice gym, but it's not like the soccer center. Soccer center is where it's at when it comes to gyms in Peel. And then I was there, and then I was applying for Humber. But I didn't know, I wanted to take sports journalism because I liked, obviously we love sports and whatever. But they said the program was full, and then they recommended me to paralegal. And I at that time I didn't know what a paralegal was until someone told me like, oh, paralegal works with lawyers. And I just thought, okay, I always liked law in high school, like grade 11 law, grade 12 law. I like that stuff. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I applied, got in, did that program. Graduated, and then I did a field placement with a law firm, and I did it with a couple other students at this law firm in Brampton. And then like the last day, I don't know if you did you ever do a student placement before?
No, I didn't get that far.
Okay. Yeah. They always put it in the last semester. So you have to go through all the book stuff just to get the field placement. So I did my field placement now for this lawyer. He was making good money. This accident benefits law. So when you're in an accident, he sues the insurance company so you can get paid. So like the last day now, all the students are asking him for a job now. So I go in his office, I'm following what everyone else is doing. I go in his office, blah, blah, blah. This is when minimum wage went up to $12.25. This is a man making some money. So he tells me, oh, he can only afford to pay us $12 an hour. So I'm there with 2 other students from my school. So they take the job.
Yeah.
Mind you, this is a lawyer offering below minimum wage.
Jeez.
You know what I'm saying?
What the hell?
So I was just like, in my head, I was just like, whoa, I just went to school for 2 years. You're going to tell me you're going to pay me less than McDonald's going to pay me? You're crazy. So he's like, yo, you know what, Courtney, man? You should go to law school. Like, you would be a good lawyer. And that's the first time. I remember what I said. You never know who's going to spark something in you. That was the first time I just felt it like.
You entertained that thought.
Yeah. Cause it was sometimes you may have a thought, but you may not have the confidence to believe that you could do it. So here's a lawyer. I just rejected his offer. Yeah. And instead of telling me, yo, you're so dumb, he's telling me, yo, you should go to law school. So I was just like, okay, bet. So I was just thinking about it, but I never really went through with it right away, whatever. I ended up getting a part-time job at the hospital, Humber River Hospital down at Jane and Church for a few years. I was a housekeeper, like not even for a few years, just even while I was in law school, like, okay, wow. I was mopping, cleaning washrooms, making beds, whatever. I saw the most gruesome stuff in the merge, in ICU, everything, whatever. I bought a home up in Shelburne, and then like it really just came to me one year when I had the home, like, yo, I gotta, cause it's like, the only way I'm gonna support this home if I keep working jobs, jobs. And I just felt like we talked about Nipsey. Yeah. And we talked about just the inspiration that, like, if you listen to like someone like Nipsey, like they'll have on you. Forgetting the middleman, owning your own, and going after what's yours, whatever. And being literally, bro, being a boss. I literally just sold my house. Just used some of the money to just go to law school. Oh wow! You sold your house to go to law school. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Looking back at it, I wish I did some other. I wish now that I know some stuff. Yeah, I know about equity and refinancing, whatever. Yeah. I may have did one of those. Pulled out, and I sold my place. But everything happens for a reason, right? So I just invested in myself, man, and I went to law school in the UK. I went for 3 years. I went to Leicester. Yeah, got to travel a lot. And the best thing about the UK, I don't know why we don't have it here in Canada, but not the UK, but Europe. You could take a flight from one country to the next. Dirt cheap. Yo, Ryanair, shout out. Like I went from London to Milan for like $40, $50 round trip. You know what I'm saying? You're going everywhere. Bro, I went to Italy. I went to France. I saw Portugal. There's probably another place that I'm forgetting, but I just traveled, man. I went to Cannes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like, while you're traveling, you're seeing things. You're learning. I'm seeing how black people are living other places. First of all, like you guys have been to the UK, so you know. Yeah. Everybody, black people in the UK go to university. Yeah. Over here is a little bit different. When I was in university over here, I went to York. The only time I really was in class with blacks is when I was taking like some kind of black studies, African studies, whatever. You go over to the UK, everyone's in university. Like if you're not in university, you must be on road, right? Doing the road thing. But for the most part, you're in university. You're trying to be a doctor, a lawyer, engineer, or something. A lot of Africans are over there. A lot of Caribbeans are over there, and they're doing their thing. And it was grateful to see that. I was grateful to see that. So. That's pretty much that's pretty much the story after high school, to be honest with you. I just wanted more, you know. I just didn't, my parents were entrepreneurs or anything like that. So I didn't have what I wish I had. I wish I knew maybe some other black entrepreneurs, even if they weren't black. I just wish I knew some other entrepreneurs that could have told me certain things, gave me some game, you know, but it took a lawyer to really be like, yo, plant Courtney, that seed. Yeah. Literally. And I'll always like, you'll never forget where you were when you had certain ideas and who planted those ideas in you. Because even when I was at York, I don't know about you, but I was never a great student. No, me neither. I didn't get no A's. I didn't neither did I. If I got a B, honestly, I was blessed. I was a C+ type of guy, to be honest. I was a C+ guy. My first year at university at York, after my first year, I was on academic probation. And it's crazy because I was coming to class sometimes, but maybe I wasn't doing the work. Yeah. me and my boy E, I saw him in political science, and I was like, yo, all right, if my boy's there, I'm a go, right? Like, why not? I went to political science. I hated that. I didn't want, like, I'm like, yo, I don't want to be a politician.
Yeah.
Because the politician, like, once you learn about it's crazy. Like, everything is about influence in this world. Mm-hmm. Anything that deals with media and deals with cameras and deals with audio, everything is influence. And I just realized how these guys get influenced. These guys, and the politicians have to be backed by somebody. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because somebody who's big in the party
has an agenda.
They have an agenda. They pick the most influential person that will get the votes. Mm-hmm. You're as a politician, your agenda, the things that you want changed is not really your ideas. It's someone else that has backed it. Because you can't be radical. Because someone will be like, whoa, that's not really what we're on. Yes. So I didn't want to be in politics. And I think I switched over to sociology, which is the study of society, which was cool. But after I graduated that, I was just like, I don't want to be a sociologist. You know, what is a sociologist? I don't want to take surveys, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I just, like, I was just there like, yo, maybe I should take a chance with this law thing. Because I had my paralegal license, but I really wasn't doing much with it. You know what I'm saying? So
you want to go further.
Yeah. So I'm just like, yo, I just take a gamble. I used to listen to Gary V. Yeah. I remember Gary V was, you know who Gary V is, right?
Yeah, of course.
Gary V worked in his dad's wine shop for a long time.
Yeah.
And I would listen to Gary V, and Gary V was like, yo, if you're in your 20s, go ahead and make mistakes. The more mistakes, the better.
Off your 20s.
Yeah. So I was there, like I'm 20, I'm like 25, 26 with this house now. And I'm just like, yo, what am I, just really like, what am I doing? I'm paying this mortgage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's cool. Like, people think owning a house is a dream. It's cool. Owning a house is nice. You know, not living with your parents is nice and stuff like that. But it's like, think about the responsibilities that you have now. Like, you can't go make mistakes no more.
Yeah.
Like, you can't switch. You can't just switch your job.
Pay that mortgage.
Pay your mortgage, whatever, right? So, just took a gamble on myself, bro. Listening to people like Gary V. Listening to people like Nipsey.
Yeah.
Listening to guys like Jay-Z. Mm-hmm. Seeing how Jay-Z went to the corporate road. I was big on Jay-Z growing up, whatever. But you could see, like, he was tired of being the artist. He wanted to be bigger, and look at Jay-Z now or whatever. Exactly. So I just said, like, yo, let me just go take a chance with this. The worst thing that could happen is I'll have like a law degree, which I could do worse. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just decided, like, yo, I'm gonna go take a chance on myself and go invest in myself. And I went to the UK and
got it done.
Yeah, I got it done. Met a lot of people, a lot of great people, learned a lot of things. Came back 2018, articled, which is like, I was supervised by another lawyer for a couple years, just learning the game. Yeah. Started off in criminal law, and I saw a lot of things in criminal law. I met a lot of people around the city. We talked about a lot of things, you know, off air, but like, so I was doing that for a few years, and then March 2020, my contract with my boss ran out, and he was going to extend me, but he's going to extend me at like the same price, whatever. Mm-hmm. But like, I don't know what it is about me. This is why this is why I know I was meant to be an entrepreneur. I was meant to work with entrepreneurs, because I told him my price, like, if you want me back, it's going to be this much a week. Yeah. He's like, whoa, do the same thing that you're doing, whatever. I'm like, I just told him, like, yo, I feel like if I was working for myself, this is what I would be making. Mm-hmm. And whatever the case may be. And, you know, we parted ways, but we're still friends right now. Like, this is, mind you, I was working for a black lawyer. He's doing great, like, big house. Yeah. Nice cars. He just called me the other day, told me about he's Lamborghini shopping or Ferrari shopping. I'm like, yo, bro, how's your big ass gonna fit in the Lamborghini or whatever? But whatever. Like, so he's doing this thing. Great lawyer. And I literally March 14th was my last day with him. You know why I remember? Because March 16th was the start of COVID. So no, I think it was March 13th was my last day with him. 14th was the Saturday. The 15th was Sunday. So I'm leaving him. I got a few clients. Yeah. I'm doing criminal at this time. I got a few clients. I have court booked for the 16th. So I'm thinking, like, yeah, I'm gonna just do my thing.
COVID comes. I
drive to court on the Monday, the 16th. Try to open the door. Yo, Court's locked.
Yeah.
First time ever seen court locked. Court's not even locked on the weekends.
Yeah.
Mans think there's no court on the weekends.
Yeah.
But you see, when you get arrested on the weekends, there's still bail court.
Yeah.
You know, like the court is never locked. Door is locked. The little security comes out and is like, yo, court is adjourned. Everything right now is being adjourned for 2 months because of COVID. We were watching COVID on the news in like Europe and Asia and a little bit in America, but be honest, before it really hit us, but I didn't think Trudeau was on the TV saying, yo, stay inside.
I didn't really think much of it. And you know what's crazy? Because my uncle lives in China, right? And he was telling me that it was coming from February.
Yeah.
Like a long time ago, because they were on lockdown first.
Yeah.
But he was telling me what's coming, and I still didn't take it as serious.
Because it's like, yo, we live in Canada, man.
I'm like, that's not coming over here. And he's like, all right, cool.
We're in Canada. We're so far from that. And we're first world. We're thinking, yo, I don't know. We're naive a lot as well,
privileged.
Right? Yeah. We're thinking like, nah, that's not coming over here, man. We're good. Like, mans are making plans. I just came back from Mexico. I'm trying to tell you, like, I was having a blast 2020, and then boom, COVID came, and I'm just like, oh man, I just left my job. Like,
oh yeah, so you just left him?
Yeah. So just on the Friday, then Monday.
So then what did you have to do immediately?
I was home. I was home for a little bit.
Yeah.
I was home for a little bit. I was just reading. I didn't know what I was going to do. I really didn't know what I was going to do.
So then when did you get into the business lawyer side of things?
Okay. So luckily, while I was working for my boss, I'm at his house one day. Like, I used to go to his house every Friday. We used to watch Raptors games. We used to kick it. Like, he order food. We even played in a men's league. Like, he's only like maybe like 10 years older than me.
Yeah.
So we used to play in like a men's league together. Everything, play ball. One day I'm at his house one day, and I'm just on the computer, and he's just like, yo, I want you to incorporate my business for me. I knew what that was because business was my favorite subject in law school. Like, anything with corporations, business, those contracts, that was my favorite thing.
Yeah.
So he's like, I want you to incorporate my company for me. And I never knew how to incorporate anything before then. And so he brought me another lawyer's articles of incorporation. So we talked about master business license, right? We're gonna get into that later, but so when every corporation has articles of incorporation, which is it's its founding documents, whatever.
What does that mean exactly?
So it'll say what your name is, where your registered address is.
Oh, true.
Who's the directors?
Yeah.
Some rules as well. So it'll have all that. So he brought it to me, and he's like, I want you to make my business like this business. So I'm like, okay. I didn't know how to do it, but I just said, okay.
Yeah.
Research for like a week. Did it. And then I thought, if my boss came to me and told me to incorporate his business, and I work for him.
He's the one with Lambos now.
And I work for him. I need a corporation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Before that, I had a sole proprietorship. But I need a corporation. And so I ended up doing one for myself. And then remember, this guy, like him, his wife is a lawyer as well. She now is a big time executive at one of the colleges in the city. So COVID happened, schools are shut down too. Luckily, schools are going virtual. So she's working at a big college. I used to like take books from him. So one book I took from him was cannabis law. So she knew like I was big on cannabis law.
Yeah.
And I wanted to because when I was working for him, I learned how to help drug dealers.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I learned how to help people with searches and raids and whatever. But I wanted to help people now set up cannabis stores. So I thought that's where the money is gonna be at soon. So luckily, one of the courses that they were having at the college was cannabis law. And she called me, said, yo, you want a job at the college? You don't have to leave home. You could teach from home. And I basically designed the course for them, and then I ended up teaching it. So I was doing that, and then then a part of me said, "Yo, let me jump back on social media," because I wasn't on the ground, I wasn't on Twitter no more.
Yeah.
I was living life. So I came back on, and I just started promoting a little bit, and then one thing led to another, and then everybody's coming to me for their incorporations. Everyone's coming to me for their contracts.
Yeah.
And now it's been 2 years of that, and
it's starting to grow.
Yeah. Well, it's been growing, but now it's I want to go do even more things. You know what I'm saying? I want to help franchise businesses. I want to help I want to help people grow their business and then be able to sell it or flip it. I want to help people buy businesses.
So like, for example, like Sam's Juice will be in Scarborough, it'll be in Square One, it'll be in Yorkdale.
Nah, facts. Yeah. Shout out to Sam's Juices, man. I can't believe this guy was on here. Like, it's just, it's funny how you look back at you look at some people and it's like, yo, man, you look back at your past and everything.
I was grinding with that guy.
Me and Sam, what? I would work the morning shift. Sam would come work the afternoon shift. Some, like, you know what I'm saying? Washing dishes, literally. That's all we were doing. Washing dishes. You going home, your hands is wrinkly. All that stuff. Like, you know, so we really came out the dirt together and like, look, now we both have businesses. You know what I'm saying? So that's nice, man. So yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at right now. So like, I've been a professor, been an entrepreneur.
So now you're a lawyer, professor, and you run your nonprofit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm a father too, man. A proud father. So it's like, yeah, like this is just where I'm at right now. But I just want to keep growing. When I got into law, my goal was just to use the law to protect myself and my family and friends with their liberties when it came to the police. And now it's expanded to the point where I want to protect my family and friends' businesses and help grow them.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see them get screwed because you put so much into your business. I don't want to see people get screwed and get bad deals and stuff like that. So I really feel like that's what I'm here to do. Let's just help protect these because we need all these businesses. Don't sleep. All these Black entrepreneurs we need, because who's going to give our kids jobs?
Exactly. Who's
going to mentor our kids? Who's going to give them what's it called when you go get when you don't get paid but you go do
volunteer?
Yeah, like for a business. What's it called again?
Internship.
Yeah. So who's going to do that? It's going to be our own people that's going to do that. So we need to keep our people around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And safe.
So exactly. You know, no one understands our culture more than us.
100%.
So I feel like that's just my purpose right now. I gotta just protect everyone's business in the community.
Okay, dope. All right, so I'm gonna get into it. When it comes to incorporating your business, where do we start? It's like, for example, I have my master of business license for Black is the New Rich.
Yeah.
When should I start thinking about incorporating my business, and what does it mean to incorporate the business? And yeah, just everything about how it works.
You should incorporate your business when you're done hustling. Until you incorporate, you're just hustling. What does that mean?
What do you mean?
So hustling is like, so say I have a clothing line.
Yeah.
I print up some shirts, I print up some sweats, whatever. I'm just testing the market, seeing if people will rock with me, seeing if people will buy my stuff from me. You know what I'm saying? After you've proven that to yourself, because it's not really no one else you have to prove it to. You have to prove it to yourself first.
Okay.
After you've proven your concept to yourself, like, yo, I can do this, go incorporate. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times people only take you serious, and these bigger corporations or these brands only take you serious when you're a corporation. And when you're a corporation, it looks like no one thinks it's just you.
Yeah.
But you can start a corporation just by yourself. But people look at it as a corporation as like an army. It's like, yo, they must have 20 people working for them or whatever. They don't know it's just you and your talent and your hard work, whatever. But I tell people, yo, when you're done hustling, come incorporate. So when you've done proving to yourself that your thing, whatever you have works, can sell, yes, come incorporate. Start learning about corporations because you've proven to yourself you're an entrepreneur. You've proven to yourself that you could be in business. You're going to be in business for the rest of your life. Do you plan on retiring ever?
Never. Like literally never.
Entrepreneurs don't retire.
I was literally just talking about this the other day, and I was just telling my life insurance agent. I was like, I actually never plan on retiring.
Never.
Like never.
What you do
like this
change.
Is my life.
Yeah. What you do, because it's like, bro, you're gonna retire and do what?
Yeah, exactly.
My grandma retired. And when my grandma retired, she was bored.
That's my grandma right now.
Yeah.
Actually, everything kind of like goes downhill after retirement. That's what I'm realizing.
Your like it's like you because
they make you lose your purpose.
Humans are driven by purpose, right? My grandma, I saw it. Like my grandma is the one that got me a job at the hospital. She was working at the hospital. I actually quit the hospital like once I finished like articling. My boss didn't even know I was working at the hospital when I was working for him.
Yeah.
Like, so Monday to Friday I would work for him. Friday evenings, Saturdays, and Sunday mornings, go work at the hospital, still mopping, Once my grandma retired, I was like, yo, what am I still here for? Like, what am I saying? What I'm trying to save face? I don't know. Why am I here for it? Yo, I quit. So it's like I was ready to I had a sole proprietorship just like what you explained.
Yeah.
I had a sole proprietorship when I was testing the market, trying to prove to myself that I could do what I think I could do. So as a paralegal, I had that. But now as people are coming to me now, I got to be incorporated. So
because that saves you from a different type of taxes.
So much things. First of all, it'll save you from a lawsuit. So if you have a sole proprietorship, let's just say I don't want to use you as an example.
No, it's okay. Use me.
Use you.
Yeah.
Let's say that you post a video of someone else who has copyrighted material.
Okay.
That person decides, yo, Corey stole my video, didn't get permission. I'm suing him.
Now that's my funds they're coming for.
Yeah. Then come after your house, then come after your car, then come after anything in your bank account. You might have some money put aside for whatever. They're coming after that. If you have a corporation, you and a corporation are a separate entity. So if you sue my corporation, technically you're not really suing me. You're suing the corporation.
And what it has.
And what it has. If you're not coming after my personal things.
Yeah.
I could walk away from this corporation.
Oh.
All those times that you see Donald Trump going bankrupt, he's still rolling in Rolls Royces, private jets.
Yeah, because that's his corporate. Yeah, he lets that go. He lets that sink.
I'll let that go. I'll go start a corporation called Trump Towers 2.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And he's back up and running.
I'm back up and running with everything I learned already. And I learned what not to do.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Smart.
So, but a sole proprietorship is intimately tied to you. You had to put your SIN number in when you had to put your SIN number in when you registered. So like I was telling you, if I have a sole proprietorship and the sole proprietorship makes $100,000, CRA is calling me telling me, no, you made $100,000 too, because it's tied to you. You know what I'm saying? If I have a corporation and I make $100,000, it doesn't mean Courtney made $100,000. It means the corporation made $100,000.
Yes.
But the corporation may say that we'd never had enough money to pay Courtney anything this year. So sometimes you might hear stories about how CEOs only pay themselves $1 for the year or something like that. Have you ever heard that?
No, but is that to a loophole around taxes?
I don't know if they were doing it for the taxes, but definitely if you don't want to pay, if you're trying to pay low personal taxes, then just pay yourself very little to nothing. Because what you'll realize when you have a corporation or any business, I once heard that 70% of our expenses can be write-offs, business expenses. Okay. You have a car?
Yeah.
Business expense. Gas? Business expense.
You put like your car and stuff under your corporation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Meals, business expense.
Yeah.
Your clothes.
I even heard like even with podcasting, anything that I wear with Black is the New Rich is a write-off.
Business expense.
Yeah.
You have an accountant?
Not yet.
Okay, you're gonna get an accountant explaining all this, but I'm explaining all this to you right now. Even books, like because you're trying to further your education, business expense. You can get health insurance.
Yeah.
As an executive of your business expense. These are things that school doesn't teach you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And it's sad but you know what? The teachers aren't entrepreneurs.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
They're just going through a system.
They have English degrees.
Yeah.
They don't have economic degrees and finance degrees and stuff like that. They're going through a system. There's a curriculum, and the curriculum says teach them who the first prime minister was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So your lease, where you rent, right here, business expense.
So for example, this space right now,
business expense. Yeah. Because think about this. Let's say this space is owned by you.
Yeah.
Leased or whatever.
Okay.
Now you have a contract with Black is the New Wealth. You know what I'm saying? You have a contract with your own corporation.
Yeah.
For an amount, saying, this is how much the sublease is.
Oh.
It's a business expense.
Say
everything is, you need everyone. I'm not gonna lie. I've been saying this for 2 years. I say to all my friends, everyone needs a corporation.
Okay.
Even if you think you don't need a corporation, you need a corporation.
One. So that leads to my next question.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Not to cut you off. Let's think about this. You don't get no credit for buying gas. You don't get no credit for paying your cell phone bill, for paying your Wi-Fi bill, for buying clothes. You don't get no credits. You just pay that. It comes out of your income that you're making from your job.
Yeah. But
now you have a corporation, the government saying, okay, you had to spend on all that stuff. It's an expense, a business expense. So you're gonna get credits for that spending. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's your taxes are gonna go down just for spending on certain things. If I want to take a vacation, I'm gonna use my business credit card to buy those tickets. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
I'm gonna stay at the same place I was gonna stay at regardless.
Yeah.
But now I'm gonna get credits for it, and I'm gonna get probably some air miles for it or Aeroplan miles, and you know I'm gonna stay at this lounge when I'm at the airport, and
that's under your corporation.
Yeah. So
Jeez.
everyone needs a corporation. When you're ready to stop hustling, you're gonna get a corporation.
Okay.
You know, certain people have so much corporations. I have more than one corporation.
To protect different things, or
to depends what you're doing, right? Like a nonprofit is a corporation.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can have business expenses under your nonprofit. A charity is a corporation as well. So all these things that we spend on, just think about. It's the weekend right now. What are you doing this weekend?
I'm just chilling out.
Oh, you're just chilling out? You're going out anywhere?
I might go to, let's say, a lounge.
It's gonna be a business expense because you can say, "Yo, I had a meeting there."
True.
You know, you bought food.
So and we're keeping the receipts, QuickBooks.
Oh, we're keeping the receipts. Yeah. We're keeping the receipts, man. We gotta keep the receipts.
Okay.
Just in case of an audit or something like that. But all that stuff is a business expense, man. Like, I want to go to a Raptors game. I might buy it on my business credit card and just say I took a client.
Wow.
You know, like I want to have a party. I'm gonna rent the space.
Business party.
There you go. Wow. All this equipment. This is business expense.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? If I want to buy a new Mac, a MacBook, an iPad, whatever, I'm not buying that with no cash.
Yeah.
I'm not buying that with my debit card under my personal name. I'm buying it with my corporate's credit card. And then the nice thing with Apple too, you can set up an Apple business account and you're gonna get discounts and you're gonna get a lot of offers that the average consumer doesn't get. Yes.
So that leads to another question: is that when it comes to, if I open a corporation right now, do I start with a clean slate with business credit?
So
how does that work?
So no, everything that you okay. So this camera right here, maybe like $1,500 camera.
Yeah.
That's a business expense. So say you make $100,000.
Yeah.
The government wants to tax you on $100,000.
Yeah.
But now you're gonna tell them, oh, hold up. I spent money to make that $100,000.
Yeah.
I spent money buying the $1,500 camera, the lighting. I had to lease a space to go to put on the show. I had to get this MacBook. I had to get these microphones. I had to wear my merch. I had to, all that stuff. It brings your income down. And then, so you only pay taxes on the profit, right?
True.
But it's sad that people with jobs, they pay taxes. They just take that out of your paycheck most of the time, but you're paying taxes on what you grossed, you know, as an employee.
Okay.
But as an entrepreneur, I'm only gonna get taxed on my profits. And if your accountant is savvy enough or you're savvy enough, you might show that you had a loss more than you had income. Because I guarantee you, most of the spending that you do around the year is, you can say it's a business expense. When you're an entrepreneur, your business is your lifestyle.
Literally.
So anything you're spending on was probably for the business anyways.
Yeah.
So just incorporate and then get credits for that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You're paying taxes as a regular citizen anyways. Get that money back. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And then there's grants out here as well. Yeah. So a lot of people, because COVID hit, and a lot of people were coming to me to set up their businesses because they wanted these grants, right? They got them, you know? So it's like, people can't even use the excuse now about, oh, I have no money to start a business. What do you mean? It costs nothing. It costs for the quality.
Yeah.
But you can literally start with little to nothing nowadays, right? Yeah. Especially with the internet. You came from doing video and photography, so you came with equipment already and stuff like that. But for the guy that doesn't, get a ring light, get a cell phone and start.
Write that off,
bro. Like, you don't gotta be the son or daughter of a millionaire to start a business. Yeah. So and I see you're trying to put that knowledge out there with your show. You're trying to promote people to be entrepreneurs and to build wealth. And that's why I felt like I had to come connect with you, brother. So yeah, man.
Okay, dope. So I have a question. So I have Black is the New Rich, and then I have my legal name is Corey Cooper, right? So would I set up Corey Cooper and then Black is the New Rich under, or
what would you do with Corey Cooper? You would make that a corporation?
Yeah.
You could do that.
But what would I use the Corey Cooper for?
So now, okay, when you want to get real savvy now. So it's like, okay, let's say, you have a corporation called maybe Corey Cooper Media.
Okay.
Under that, you might have another corporation that deals with podcasts. You'll have another corporation that deals with photography, another corporation that deals with videography.
So I can have
another corporation that deals with merch, another corporation that deals with distribution.
Yeah.
Another corporation that deals with advertising and marketing, right? All these corporations are different funnels of getting income, right? Now you go to the bank. You go to the bank as Corey Cooper, the one that owns everything. All these.
Yeah.
I want to get a loan or I want to get a line of credit, but I want to use all these subsidiaries to use. I want you to look at all the income that all these subsidiaries are making, and then give me a loan. Or you go to someone who's interested in just in buying the conglomerate. Yeah. And like, yo, maybe if you were just selling the podcast, maybe they would only give you maybe like 50 grand or 100 grand. Yeah. But you got 5 corporations all making certain amounts, you know? So now the valuation is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. So that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Yeah. Think about an artist. An artist should have like, they should incorporate their music. They should incorporate they should have another company for their merch, another company for their touring, another company for their publishing, all that. And then when you're ready to flip them, people got to evaluate them all together. You know what I'm saying? And you're keeping them separate entities. So if someone's suing the publishing company, they're not going to get none of the merch money.
Yeah, because that's its own corporation under the big hub.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how it works. And we don't learn that stuff. So it's like, you know?
If I incorporate my name, that still doesn't attack my personal stuff.
Like if someone was to sue the corporation court, no, they couldn't come after your personal stuff.
So home, car, that's not getting touched.
You really don't have to have nothing in your name. In your personal name. What do you need?
I don't need anything. Yeah.
Anything that's in your personal name, go ahead. Yo, when I learned that these guys aren't really rich and these guys are driving these Lambos and their Lambos are under their corporations and they're leasing it and they're getting tax credits because it's a business expense. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You realize people are not really rich like that. It's just that they're smart.
Yeah. They know the rules. So, but don't get me wrong. You have to afford the payments or whatever to drive it or they're going to come repossess it. But sometimes it's like, say you're making 100 grand. The government's gonna tax me on this 100 grand, so I might as well go spend some money anyways. Yeah. But it's like, I'm gonna go spend it on things that make sense for the business so I can say it's a business expense. Yeah. Have you had an accountant on your show yet? No, not yet.
Okay, when you get one, you can run these concepts by them and they'll explain to you how they work. But everyone needs a corporation. I'm not gonna say everyone needs multiple ones, but at least start off with one and go from there, you know? And then go through learning it through a year or two of learning the corporate game. And then it's like, think about this, the knowledge is going to compound for the next 70, 80 years. Yeah. So, yeah, man.
Okay, talk to me about a corporation as a business number, because someone brought me the term. Actually, Sam brought me the term business number. What does that mean and what can it do for you? And what's the difference?
So technically there's no real difference. Essentially it's all the same thing. Every corporation, even if you incorporate Corey Cooper, let's say you have Corey Cooper Limited. Yeah. You're gonna get a corporate number.
What does that mean, limited? Like what does that
I don't mean nothing. They're all every corporation has to have a legal element attached to it. So you might hear Inc., you might hear incorporated, you might hear limited. You might hear foundation, you might hear just different ones, right? But they have to have that, right? You might hear Ontario Inc. or Canada Inc. or something like that. It has to have something like that.
You're a corporation.
Yes, just to say that you're a corporation. So every corporation will have one of those. When you incorporate a business, you have the option to name the business something, or you can just leave it as a default number corporation. There's no difference. Okay. Maybe with the number corporation, you might not brand it because no one brands a number corporation. Okay. Right? You don't make a logo that says 257-865 Canada Inc. Okay. But you'll brand Corey Cooper Limited or something like that. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it. It's just about branding and awareness. I think people who don't name their corporation, they just rather keep it more on the hush. Okay. I think, but you could do the same things that you could do with a named corporation.
Okay. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to start off with the name and then I'm going to have the brand. I'm going to have the Blacks and Rich.
The only thing is, if you start off with a name, you're going to have to pay like a couple $100 later on to change the name, to amend your articles of incorporation.
What does that mean?
So, okay, like say you'll have to do a nuance, what they call a nuance search. Did you have to do a nuance search when you did the
master business?
Yeah.
No, nothing. I got that in like 20 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, so a nuance search is just like a search, like a nationwide search to make sure that no one else has your name.
Okay.
And the good thing about a corporation is too, like if you incorporate your business, well, I incorporate federal corporations, so I'll make sure no one in Canada will ever have your name. It's one thing to make sure no one in Ontario has a name, but entrepreneurs got to think global. Yeah, you got to think big, man. You got to think like, yo, this is going to be a hit and someone's going to try and mimic it. Because I've had clients I won't say what their business is or what their name is, but you could definitely see someone in Halifax saw that they were booming in Toronto. I'm like, yo, I'm copying that.
So that they have to go buy it off them or something like that? Or
no, like they'll literally just
rip their name.
Like say, Black is the New Rich, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now, Black is the New Rich is blowing up over there. So guess what? I'm Black is the New Rich, Saskatchewan.
Oh.
On some corny stuff. It's just on some corny stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's just best to just federally incorporate it. So like these guys out there that can't just jack your stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it, man.
Dude, like let's say when people try to do that, do they have to have proof of like where they?
So if you steal someone's name, like if you try and mimic another corporation's name, it won't automatically go through. Like it won't be accepted by Corporations Canada, and they'll ask you for permission to. They'll want sometimes documentation to show that, hey, do you have ties to this other corporation and stuff like that? Mm-hmm. But sometimes some slip through, man. Like some slip through. Like it's like I was talking about this with someone. Remember those T-shirts that said like Detroit versus everybody?
Yeah. Versus everybody. Yeah. And then every city came out with them.
People the people that invented Detroit versus everybody, they never had nothing to do with those other ones. People mimicked it
and they got it through.
Some slipped through, man. You know.
Jeez, so I gotta take care of this ASAP.
Because think about this. There's plenty of copycats in business. Mm-hmm. So it's like someone will look at your name like, yo, I should have jumped on that. Oh, and then they'll go do a search. Oh, no one has it incorporated yet. Let me jump on it now.
Yeah.
And what people do too, this is one, I used to do this sometimes. When I was in law school, I used to do this. I'd go register domains that I was never going to use.
That's how I got this domain. blackisandrich.com.
Yeah.
I had blackisandrich.co because blackisandrich.com was taken. So literally 2 weeks ago, I got a DM saying, I have your domain. I know we have a mutual friend. I know a mutual friend. I just want to give it to you because I love what you're doing for the community.
Oh, that's blessed. That's blessed. I was about to ask you, how much did you pay?
No, he gave it to me for free. And I was the most thankful.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
was a Canadian man with it?
He lives in Ottawa. Or Montreal.
Yeah. What was he doing with it?
Because that's his hustle to get domains.
I was hustling domains, man.
So that's how I got blackisandrich.com.
Yo, go through the dictionary or just look at certain sayings that the culture is going with, right?
Yeah.
Black girl magic, black boy joy.
Yeah.
Go register that domain or go register that incorporation. You can sell that for
some big bucks. Because he said he was planning to sell that for like $10K.
Yeah, one corporation that I had, no, it wasn't a corporation, sorry, it was a domain. I can't even remember the name of it, but some dudes in New Zealand bought it from me, and what they wanted to use it for was completely different than what I thought I was going to use it for. I haven't checked on it. I have to go through my records and see like what the name was, and see if they've actually put it to use, but yeah, man. And that time I was in Europe. So it's like, I got paid like euros for it and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you could definitely hustle domains. There's certain sites that you could hustle corporations. Like you could sell a corporation that has a little bit of history, because as a new corporation, it may be hard for you to get a loan. Like right out the gates, it may be hard for you to get a loan. So if I have a corporation for like 2-3 years, and I haven't claimed any real income on it, but like I've just had it. There. It's there.
So what do you do? Change the name?
Change the name and sell it to somebody else.
And then you can get your loans.
Get a loan. Get a loan, or if you can't get a loan, I can go get a grant from the government, because the government just wants to see that you've been in business.
Smart.
So
that's another way in.
Let's say you have 5. It's so deep. Let's say when COVID came, I've literally seen this. Let's say when COVID came, you have 5 corporations and the government's giving you 20 to 40 grand for each. You were never using those corporations.
Yeah.
Or let's say you had no corporations, but you paid a man maybe 500 for each corporation. Now you have 5 corporations.
Now
you paid 2,500 for all 5.
Now I'm getting 20K loans for those.
Loans?
Or
You're getting grants, bro. You're not paying that back. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now you're up.
Yeah.
So it's not really, you don't have to be no millionaire's son or daughter. You just have to be smart.
Yeah.
Just go study people that have done it before you, talk to new people and stuff like that. But that's why I love energy. That's why I love entrepreneurs and I love entrepreneurial energy, because these are the real creatives.
Yeah, 100%.
So yeah, man.
Okay, dope. So what are corporate or company bylaws? Is that a term? Corporate bylaws? And like, what are the benefits of it? And what do you have to follow when it comes to that?
So a corporation's bylaws are the rules and the policies of that corporation.
Okay.
So let's say, you have your corporation, you hire 20, 40, 50, 100 people.
Okay.
The bylaws are the rules of the corporation. So
like SOPs, like standard operating procedures?
Basically. Or it might be like who we're banking with, who's our accountant.
Okay, I get it.
How often we're gonna meet, like you know what a shareholder is, right?
Yeah.
So stuff like that. You could have a shareholder agreement too. The bylaws are just the rules. I just did a bylaws for someone this week. And the bylaws should exist. Bylaws are a great way to keep everybody informed about what are the rules of our corporation. Yes.
So should I start thinking about that now, or is it quite early?
If it's just you, you don't need bylaws because it's just you. You make the rules as you go, right?
Okay.
But if you have a corporation that has a few members, has some shareholders, has other directors, it's great to have, just to avoid confusion.
Okay.
Stuff like that. Keep everybody in the know, and that way no one can say like, "Yo, we didn't know that rule" or whatever. Bylaws are great too for investors. Investors want to see that there's structure to this corporation.
Yeah.
That's why you shifted away from the sole proprietorship to the corporation for more structure, right? Because we didn't even talk about this, but a sole proprietorship can't really even have any investors.
Yeah,
you're the only investor. You know what I'm saying? So if you ever need help with your business and you want to get an investor, they're going to want to make sure that you're incorporated, because they don't want to just give money to you and you're still hustling. They want you to be structured, right?
Yeah.
I want to make sure that this person has something in place where I know that my money is more protected behind this corporation.
True.
So yeah, man.
Okay, dope. So when it comes to having a corporation at your address, why would someone do that? Because I've heard that.
Because that's the only residence that they have. That's the only place that they have. So, I mean, if you have a business, if you have like a office space or whatever, you could always put the address over there. But if you don't have nowhere and all you have is where you live, then put the address there.
But everyone knows.
Everyone's gonna know that the business is registered to that address. But not everyone. But I mean, I've only had a problem. I've only had 1 or 2 clients really complain about this.
Yeah.
One was an artist because they didn't want their fans to know that
where they live,
right? But for the most part, I haven't had really no real problems with it. But if someone was to do a corporate search on your corporation, they would see where it was registered, right? And they would see who the directors are. So just be cautious of that.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So that's all.
Okay. And when I went on your page and I was doing research, I seen you had a post about partnerships and contracts.
Oh man.
Yeah, I really want to get into that, because let's say like I'm doing a collab branding, let's say merch brand with someone else, right? How do I go about that stuff, like partnerships now? Because I want to be a big company, and like, when do contracts come in place?
Contracts should come in place whenever business is being done with someone else that's not part of your business.
Okay.
Just so I'm big on transparency. I feel comfortable knowing that everyone knows what's going on.
Okay. So no matter what, contracts, friends, doesn't matter.
Nah. Why for friends? Why can't we have a contract? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Sometimes I do go on social media and I hear some business owners say, "Yo, I've never had a contract with this guy and he's been my partner for how many years?" That's cool, but not everybody has. You're Jamaican. You ever heard puss and dog don't have the same luck?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Once money, it's all good until money's coming in. If we're broke together, there's nothing to complain about. We're broke. There's no money to break down.
But now when money's coming in, feelings could change.
Feelings change. Everyone's like, yo, bro, this and that, whatever the case may be. Oh, I should be getting a bigger slice of the pie. But you could just turn back to, we agreed on this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm big on contracts. Like,
so it's no disrespect.
It's no disrespect. And like, honestly, the fact that I have a contract with you, you should feel like I respect you more.
Facts,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, and then, a lot of these things can be business expenses. Let's say something goes south. That's a business loss.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The contract proves that we did have a business together and whatever the case may be. There's contracts like revenue shares. I do revenue shares for people. So say like you and me, we come up with a service that we're going to push, or we come up with a design for merch, but we have our separate corporations, but our corporations have agreed that we're going to split the proceeds from this product or from this service now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We have separate entities.
So your contract would be about the revenue share.
The revenue share.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You can agree on anything under this world. So why can't you put it in writing?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with contracts, man.
For example, if I have, Damien has a brand and I have a brand and I want to do a revenue share contract, I'll just come to you and be like, hey, can you write it up? That's it. And done. And you guys just tell me what the splits are going to be with the revenue, and we'll get it done. Let's go.
You know, it's because look at it. If we have a revenue share, let's say, like, again, I always use the 100,000 because I like solid numbers.
Yeah.
Let's say our whatever we came together and joined up on made 100 grand. I don't want the government to think that I took that whole 100 grand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We split that revenue share, and then plus we had expenses. So that's the next thing. So anything that you can agree on can be put in a contract, man. If we're being honest.
Yeah.
Like so so people shouldn't feel away, even if your friends borrow money from you. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I've had this situation. Let's say like I don't get paid on time, or like I don't even. Sometimes haven't seen that money back at all. I mean, you would write a contract for the money.
I would write a contract for the money, because if the friend doesn't really pay back the money, hey man, okay, it sucks on that part, but it's a business expense, a business loss.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
So you charge it to your corporate?
Yeah, we lost money as a corporation. We lost money, so it still lowers your income. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. So
rather than giving them money out my pocket, just give you money out my business. And then if it didn't work, if it doesn't pan out, if you don't give me back my money, there's a business loss. I'm gonna shrink my income with that anyways. You know what I'm saying? But I still want my money back. But
like, you're protecting yourself.
Yeah. Protect yourself. That's literally it, man. Because as an entrepreneur, all you have is your ideas. Your ideas got you so far. Like, look at everything you're doing. Nobody gave you nothing. Yeah. You literally use your mind. And isn't it great to see how your thoughts came to fruition and manifested things in the physical world?
100%.
Something that came to you probably in your bedroom, your parents' basement, your parents' garage, at the library, in your classroom, whatever. And now you have material things based off these ideas. Yeah. So just protect them. You know?
And so when looking for a partnership, right? Or when entertaining a partnership or a potential partnership, what should we look for?
Someone that brings something to the table. Number one, don't have dead weight. Okay. I've tried to start. I've like I said, I have a few corporations. I've had corporations that don't work with no. I don't work with no one I don't like. Yeah. So if I don't know you, if I haven't built no rapport with you, I don't really want to get in business with you. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know your mannerisms. I don't know how you do business. I don't know your work ethic, stuff like that. I'm not one of those guys that's quick to jump in a situation. Like I probably take the slowest. Like my friends will just tell me, yo, this is hot right now. We got to get behind this. Yeah. I'm more a person. I gotta do my research. I'm slow paced too. Like it's like, yo, but that's fine. Yeah. We're gonna be here for 100 years. There's no rush. If the money was good to start, the money should be good at later on too. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Facts. So like, I'm not just jumpy to work with some of these people. Cause I've done that before. And I'm not gonna lie to you. It's backfired. Yeah, definitely. Like you put in like some thousands of dollars on a project now. Everybody has their roles, and then you realize this person's kind of lazy, or this person doesn't show up. This person doesn't show up for our meetings, or this person doesn't do what they say they're gonna do, or we trusted this person with the money, with the bank accounts. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Can't even find this person no more, bro. Like, so you know what I'm saying? Like, I would only do people business. Like when it comes to partnerships, I only do partnerships with people I like. If I don't like you, if I haven't really learned you, I'm not gonna do it with you. And I don't think you should do it with me either. If you don't know what you should expect from me, because I don't want you to feel like I'm trying to rip you off or whatever the case may be. Next, now, if we have a partnership, we're gonna get it in writing, like a partnership agreement. Yeah. We're gonna talk about the splits. We're going to talk about who's contributing what, whether it be money, whether it be equipment.
And that's all in the contract.
Yeah. That'll all be in a partnership agreement, or it'll be in a shareholder agreement if we have a corporation. We're going to talk about, we might talk about how long this partnership is going to last. Yeah. Like, okay, we're going to run this for like 3 years, and then we're going to try and sell it. Stuff like that. Like, just different things. Anything that you could talk to your boy about, you could write it in a contract. And it's not.
It's accountability partner too, right? A piece.
Yes. And especially our community, we make jokes about like, yo, you know, black people don't read. Like there's jokes about that, but it's not. And we talked about maybe some people might feel a way like, yo, my boy made me sign this contract, whatever. Now I gotta go get a lawyer to read over it. It's just good business. You know what I'm saying? We have to mature out of that. Like, think about this. We have to put ourselves in the mindset that we're gonna be entrepreneurs and business owners for the next 40, 50, 60 years of our lives. Yeah. Let's start learning from now.
Yeah, facts. And doing it properly.
Yeah, let's just start learning from now, bro. If you want to play ball, you want to go to the league, you gotta learn how to dribble with your left hand and do left hand layups before you can start thinking you're gonna dunk on man.
Yeah.
Before you can hit the game winner, you gotta learn how to do a bounce pass. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta learn elbows in. Yeah. Let's learn these things. You know what I'm saying? So that's all, man. Let's learn the fundamentals of business. If we want to be real tycoons, we gotta learn the fundamentals first.
100%.
Yeah, man.
So you have a nonprofit, right? And I want to know, like, I've heard, like, I don't know how a nonprofit works. I heard it could be big business.
Yeah.
How does it work?
It's not a business. Okay.
Like for example, I hear like Bill Gates has
a nonprofit or a charity.
Yeah. Like what's going on in that space? Like, what do they mean by all that?
So you could use a nonprofit to commit to or fulfill a purpose that you have that maybe not business related.
Community based.
Yes. Or it could be community based. It could be social based. Like, we can make a nonprofit we can make a nonprofit like a team. Like, say like we're gonna run, or a league. We're gonna have like a men's league. Let's just make a nonprofit, and then in the bylaws we'll put like every member has to pay this much annually. Okay. So that way we can put on games, pay refs, and we can get some drinks after the game.
Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? You can have soft.
Yeah, you can have, but it's not necessarily, we're not trying to get rich off of it.
Yes. Okay.
So a nonprofit, you're not trying to get rich off. You could pay yourself a salary and everything. Like, even if I run a charity, I can pay myself, but me personally, I'm not looking to make no money off my nonprofit.
Oh, okay.
I've never paid myself $1 for my nonprofit.
Yeah. Okay.
I may have bought equipment with my nonprofit, but that was all just to continue.
And that's giving back.
Yeah. I may have bought myself equipment or bought the nonprofit equipment to use. Like say I bought a camera for my nonprofit because like, hey, I want to take pictures of what I'm doing in the community and whatever. But I'm not looking to make no money off my nonprofit. It's called a nonprofit for a reason. I have a business for that. So like,
you have your other corporations.
Yeah, like if I want to make from money, when it comes to money, I'm big on my business. But like if it's just coming from my heart, I want to give back. I'm just gonna do it with my nonprofit. I'm not gonna with my nonprofit. I don't have to get permission. I don't have to get permission from no one with my business anyways, but I definitely don't have to get permission with my nonprofit because it's like there's no money involved. Like, people, I'm not really on people to give what you can. If you can give, if you can't give, that's cool. Come volunteer, come show your face. Yeah. Come post this, whatever. Like, if you're getting into if you're starting up a nonprofit to make money, I would advise against it because that's not what that's for. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. That's what I want to clear up.
Yeah. Because the government has rules when it comes to nonprofits and charities. You can only spend a certain amount of income that your nonprofit makes on like salaries and on stuff like that. A lot of it has to go back into the purpose of the nonprofit. Okay. So when you set up a nonprofit, one of the questions the government wants to know is, what's the purpose of this? Okay. Right? Because they want to make sure that you're in line with your purpose. If this is just a maybe like a tip. Any charity, anytime you hear the word charity, a charity is a nonprofit, but it's a nonprofit that can, like, let's say I have a charity, you give me $1,000. A church is a charity. Yeah. You give me $1,000. Now I'm going to give you a receipt and you're going to go claim that $1,000 on your personal tax.
Oh.
So a lot of these corporations, they only really give money to registered charities because they know that money is going to lower their tax liability, stuff like that.
True.
There's so much in this corporate world, my friend. Man. There's so much in this corporate world, man.
Jeez.
So, you know what I'm saying? Look, man, you ever look up the definition of a corporation? It just means, I feel like it just means to organize. Like the
legal definition.
Yeah, from the Greeks or whatever like that. Man, I remember I looked it up one time. It just really means to organize. Anything that you incorporate, it just means to organize. Before it took on the business aspect of it, just means to organize.
True.
So like when I first got into this, I used to print up T-shirts that said like organize your hustle.
Yeah.
And I really meant just incorporate. You know what I'm saying? Don't just do the hand-to-hand sales. Once you got something and you know it's working, whether it be you're selling books, merch, toys, anything, computer chips, incorporate that, man, because it's your business is literally your lifestyle, and a lot of what you spend on a daily basis can be attributed to business expense.
Okay, dope. And how are you keeping track of all your business expenses? Are you using like QuickBooks? Are you do you keep all your physical receipts in like a shoebox? What are you doing?
I have like an accordion. Like, have you ever seen those accounting accordions where it's like you have
the files?
The files, right?
Yeah.
So I put all the invoices and receipts into there.
Okay.
But I have a software lawyers and paralegals that will use certain legal softwares.
Okay.
So it's like mine is like I have it hooked up to like my bank account and my credit card. So like any purchase or transaction I do, it automatically gets uploaded to the software.
Okay.
So I can.
Do we have that as well, or just you guys?
No people have QuickBooks.
Oh yeah,
QuickBooks. Yeah. Like, same thing. QuickBooks, Square.
Okay, yeah, Square. Okay,
yeah, same. It's same exact concept, but it's just
keep everything.
Keep everything, yeah, man. Because you might get audited one day, God forbid, right?
Yeah. So
I just watched a movie the other day where a lady had a laundromat, and I guess she bought a karaoke machine, and then the IRS was like, "What does a karaoke machine have to do with your business?" No, I'm a good singer. I have to sing at my laundromat, stuff like that, right? But a lot of even the dates. If you go on dates with your girl or business expense, man.
Yeah.
You might tell the waitress, hey, put the alcohol on a different bill or whatever. I'm not too clear about how the alcohol works, but I've been told that the alcohol is not a business expense, but the food is a business expense. Yeah. So
because I even heard this, I was watching a podcast and I think it was a tax guy or accountant. He was like, you can write off trips. Let's say, for example, I go on a trip from Friday to the Monday. You could write off that whole trip because like you'll just set up a meeting on like the Friday.
Yeah.
And then the whole weekend you're good.
I buy art now as a business expense.
Really?
Yeah, for decorating, for renovations. Yeah, that's a business expense, man. You know what I'm saying? Furniture, business expense. I had to furnish the office. You know what I'm saying? If my office is at my home, that's a business expense. Everything, man. Desks.
Yeah.
Laptops. iPhones.
Yeah.
Man, I'm getting back this money for this.
Yeah.
People may think it's
phone bills.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Yo, freedom knows. Don't play. But yeah, like people may look at it as stingy, whatever, but it's just like, yo, why would I just waste this money and not have nothing coming back to me for it? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do
because, like you said, you're an entrepreneur, and this is your lifestyle.
This is your lifestyle.
Yeah.
So get paid for your lifestyle. It's not even like get paid, but get credits for your lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? That's as simple as that.
Get discounts.
Yeah. What? And you're gonna build like as you spend at certain. Like I'm pretty sure if you go to Holt Renfrew and they know that you're always in here, or Louis Vuitton knows you're always in here, you may get some corporate deals. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So pretty much.
So just to clarify, because this idea you really sparked. So for example, I'm in a condo right now, right? So he can sublet this to me, and then I can write it off as a business expense, or he can write it off as a business expense. Like, how does it work?
So you could put the corporation as the leaseor, as the leasee.
What does that mean?
So the person who leases the entity that leases it. Yo, this is when it first hit me. I remember my boy used to rent a condo. But really what he was doing was looking back at it. the corporation owned the unit. So corporations can buy you. Oh my gosh, I didn't even get to this. What corporations can own.
Okay.
A corporation can own anything you can own. A corporation can take out loans. A corporation can own property. A corporation can have a credit card, a bank account. A corporation can do anything that you can do. A corporation can do.
So it's like a separate human.
Yes, separate human, separate entity. Yes.
Okay.
So now, say I'm a corporation. I buy a property, house, condo, townhome, anything, bungalow. I put that in the corporation's name, and then let's say now I sublease it. I can sublease it to myself if I want to.
Yeah.
I can sublease it to your corporation.
Okay.
Your corporation will write it off as a business expense. If I'm paying mortgage, that'll be a business expense.
Okay.
Interest on a loan will be a business expense.
Yeah.
So all that stuff is write-offs.
So, okay. So now let's say I'm buying homes under my corporations, but
Which you should do.
I should do.
Yeah.
Nothing under my personal name. When
You can do it under your personal name, but it's just like, for what?
I can just get a discount on everything.
You can, like, I mean, yeah, because it's like you're gonna pay land tax, you're gonna pay mortgage, you might pay a lease if you're leasing it. Get that money, get credit for that spending, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rather than the money just goes somewhere. Like get money back for that. Like lower your, and you bring an accountant on, an accountant can explain this more.
Yeah.
But you could defer some of your spending. So you could maybe use some, like, let's say you don't use all your credits maybe this year, you could use some of them next year. Even equipment that you have depreciates. So a vehicle depreciates over time. So you could write off the depreciation. From what I understand, you can write off the depreciation every year of the vehicle or the home or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just like if a home goes up in value, you pay more on it, right? When it comes to taxes and stuff like that, like a land tax. A lot of stuff you could be written off, man. There's really
nothing that you
point
can
to put. Why put things in your name? It just becomes exposed to a lawsuit, if anything.
True. And now I can have my own business credit.
Mm-hmm.
And that has nothing.
Your business credit's I'm not gonna lie, my credit shot up once I really started working.
Using your business credit.
Yes.
So your personal one's not as great.
My personal one is good too. No, I'm talking about
shot up.
Yeah, it shot up because it was like I couldn't get certain loans as under my corporation because it was so fresh.
Yeah.
So I had to do things as maybe for a little while I had to use my personal credit card, whatever. But I would just put the money back, whatever. But as your credit card company or your bank is seeing, there's more transactions coming in, but he's paying off everything on time because it's a business expense. I mean, like your credit's gonna shoot up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
You just see how the bank treats you when your credit is good, man.
Yeah.
Like, they start calling you by your last name. Start calling you like, hey, you can get this line of credit right here for 10 grand. All you have to do is say yes. But if you want 100 grand, then you just come in and like they'll offer you the world, man. Because the world's run on entrepreneurs make the world go around.
100%.
Entrepreneurs, exactly. So they want to support entrepreneurs. Like think about just COVID. CERB, they were giving out people 2,000, but they were giving the businesses big money.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They didn't want to lose the businesses because the businesses hire the people.
Yeah,
the government can't afford to hire everybody.
100%.
It's the entrepreneurs that hire everybody. So they want to keep the entrepreneurs in business. The guys who write the tax code is like a thick book.
Yeah,
I haven't met anybody who's read the whole thing, but you can be sure that it was entrepreneurs that came up with all these business expenses. Like, we should get money back for these business expenses
and fought for us
because we're the ones that keeping the economy going.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Not the government. The government doesn't keep the economy going.
It just governs.
They just govern. They just regulate. It's the entrepreneurs that go out there and try something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that hire people, that provide goods and services to people. Give us a bly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So don't buy nothing in your name, man. It doesn't make no sense.
Okay.
It doesn't. Maybe a gym membership. Have a gym membership. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make.
Okay. Say
doesn't
less.
Make no sense.
Yeah, because you just completely changed my mind about everything, and
you don't get nothing back. You don't get like all this spending that you're doing under your personal name. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? They don't care. And you have to claim it. You expose how much you're making. You're gonna pay taxes. You're gonna make 100 grand. You're gonna pay taxes on 100 grand. Once you make over like 200 grand in your personal name, half of that, I think it's like almost 50% goes back to the government.
Oh, geez.
Just do it in your corporation. If your corporation is making that much, do it in your corporation. Make sure you keep your receipts, write off a lot of expenses.
Yeah.
You might only pay, your corporation might make 100 grand.
Yeah.
You might only pay yourself 10 grand for the year. And that's because you probably needed to pay yourself 10 grand, maybe to pay your little bills in your personal name if you even have any.
Yeah.
But why would you need to pay yourself?
Yeah, exactly.
What do you need to pay yourself?
Yeah.
Your corporation has money. You have a debit card and a credit card.
So she's your corporation.
Your mind's gonna think different.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, your mind's gonna think different once you have a corporation. Like, you might buy some clothes in your personal name.
Yeah.
But you could buy clothes like on your corporation and just say it's a uniform.
Yeah.
All these artists, they're not, a lot of stuff is business expenses. They're not really going out and spend this and this and this. They're putting on shows.
Yeah.
I need to be fly for my show.
Yeah.
This is a business expense.
So this is all that designer brand, big chain, this.
And people and guys that aren't entrepreneurs will run out and go buy this 500 Givenchy shirt.
Yeah, getting tricked.
Just look like 3 other mans in the club.
Yeah.
And not get nothing back for it.
Getting tricked.
Put it in the washing machine. That's done. That's done.
Yeah.
But now as a business, I might buy that shirt. I need it for whatever. I might buy that suit. I need it for,
Yeah.
As work. The dry cleaning bill, business expense too.
Yeah. Dry cleaning. I say less. Yeah, no, I'm going to get on that ASAP because I think it's needed. And I think a lot of beginner entrepreneurs, if they start off like thinking like that, then they set themselves up.
It's going to compound the knowledge. There's so much stuff I don't even know.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just in my mid 30s. There's so much I don't even know. But like, I'm optimistic about what I'm going to know in my mid 40s, in my mid 50s, in my mid 60s. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm excited about hitting those ages.
Yeah.
So if you start as an entrepreneur really young and you structure yourself a certain way, it's just going to grow from there.
Yeah. 100%.
Everything that you know right now started from something else.
Yeah.
So that's how I look at it, man. I can't wait for the future.
Dope. Okay, Courtney. So what type of impact do you want to leave when it's all said and done?
The impact, I just want to know that I'm not gonna lie, I take pride in knowing like, yo, I help that business and people love that business.
Yeah.
Like I help that brand and people love their merch.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I just want to help at the end of the day, and I want to protect, because the company, the businesses that I want to help, our community's gonna rely on. And like I said, these are going to be the places to hire our kids. These are the places that our kids are going to intern. These are like, I want to help the entrepreneurs that our kids are going to look up to and say, I want to be like them.
Yeah.
Just like I want to be like Jay-Z. I want to be like Damon, what's his last name? John, the guy that started Fubu.
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
I haven't heard from him.
Yeah, I read his book, everything. I watch him on TV. Smart guy. But how much Black entrepreneurs can you say that you ever want to be like? We know like that weren't. Yeah. Let's say that let's take away
entertainment.
Let's take away entertainment. Boom, that's gone.
Yo, that's crazy.
Who's a Black entrepreneur you wanted to be like?
I can't
think because we got our ideas off of TV, off of movies, whatever. Black people, they love to package our culture, package
and entertainment,
package us under entertainment. But the wave is coming of Black entrepreneurs that don't dance, don't sing, don't dribble a basketball.
100%.
It's coming. So it's just like I'm cool being a part of that community. My
like
jump shot is rusty.
Guys. That's who I look up to.
Okay, that's a really great one. Earn Your Leisure. They're not really here for the entertainment, but yet the entertainment guys are coming to them.
Exactly, because they're the most important.
The entertainment guys are coming to them.
Yeah,
they don't run
that's
no record label.
Up to.
They don't have no movie production company.
Yeah.
But they're coming to them. Yeah. Because sooner or later you're going to think about like, yo, everyone that pays me is from another country or another culture or another ethnicity. I'm not saying you can't trust it, but they don't care about my community.
100%.
They don't care about my culture. They're culture vultures.
Yeah.
I know people make fun of Dame Dash.
Yeah. I love Dame Dash.
I love Dame Dash, man. I love people make fun of Dame Dash.
I love Dame Dash.
But Dame talks the truth, man.
He's a boss.
It sucks that he had his little issues with Jay and everything like that and Biggs, whatever.
He's an independent thinker. That's
independent thinker. He always puts his money up. He has a couple of businesses, whatever. And he's proud to say, yo, I influenced my kid to sell cookies. Exactly. I know my kids are not going to be in gangs.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? My kids are not going to waste time with that because Their father was an entrepreneur. Their father worked with entrepreneurs. I mean, I'm not saying my kids have to be entrepreneurs, but you're definitely not going to get screwed at your job. You're going to know your value and everything like that. And I'm going to put the confidence in them to know that they can go do their own thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Jeez.
That's it. Your kids are when you have kids, they're not going to be in the streets.
No,
for what?
I have too much knowledge for that.
Facts. Think about the kids that are in the streets. The knowledge isn't at home.
Yeah, exactly.
Their mom is working 2 jobs, 12-hour shifts. Their mom's probably a nurse, whatever the case may be.
She don't make ends meet.
You know what I'm saying? It takes 2 to really raise a kid, like financially, and you have to give them the information. You have to let a kid know what his capabilities are. 100%. And that's kind of, I just want to plug my nonprofit real quick.
Yes.
So my nonprofit is called Legacy United. And right now we're doing a mentorship program for Black boys and Black girls. We're going to introduce them to a bunch of Black professionals, and we're going to let them start their peer-to-peer networking early. So from the time they're 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, if they want to sell cookies or sell cakes, sell merch, if they want to be the next YouTube star or whatever, they're going to meet people that do that. Like I said, I bought a bunch of equipment. Like I bought a bunch of Macs at my office.
Let me know how I can help.
We'll talk, bro. Now that we've connected like this, like, we're going to stay in touch. Remember what I told you what's happening in the GTA right now?
100%.
And it's like a real renaissance. So, so like, yeah, like I want to influence the next generation because we didn't have that.
100%.
We struggle to think of Black entrepreneurs that aren't entertainers. Right, and I'm going to make sure my kids know Black entrepreneurs that aren't entertainers. You know what I'm saying? Know the guy that runs the record label, not just the guy who's making the records. Cause you never hear the record label tweeting, the owner of the record label tweeting out talking about, yo, I'm not making no money.
Exactly.
But yet one of my favorite artists, I hear Meek Mill talking about, yo,
I'm getting screwed in a deal.
I need lawyers. Yeah. But yet Meek Mill, you have the most jewelry on, bro.
Yeah.
You have the owner of the Patriots next to you. You have the owner of the 76ers next to you.
What are you talking about?
But yet you don't know what are you talking about, man? But yet you don't know what's in your deal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't add up.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're talking about boss this, boss that. Like you got the Richard Mille on, you got the Rollie on, you got this on.
You don't got your books right.
You talking about they're not paying you for this, they're not paying you for that. So that's when you realize this thing is smoke and mirrors, man.
Yeah. They
pay you just enough to shut up and keep rapping about certain things.
Yeah.
So but that's a whole other conversation, man. I'm trying to learn. I just bought a book. I just bought.
What are you reading right now?
Well, I just finished one of the best books I ever read. Set Boundaries, Find Peace.
I actually, you know what's crazy? I just screenshotted your story.
Yeah. I just finished that, and it's great. People don't even realize when they need to set boundaries with other people.
Yeah.
But that book really helped me and stuff like that. Like, just realize where I need to set boundaries and do that stuff.
Okay.
I'm about to read 10X by Grant Cardone. Because I don't really follow him, but I know.
I'm gonna put you on something about him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put you on.
A lot of entrepreneurs tell me about his book, so I bought it. So I have that, and then I have everything about the music industry because it's like I'm a fan of art and I love music.
Yeah.
So I really want to know what's behind this, what drives this. So I just bought that. So I'm gonna read. I'm trying to read like. I'm trying to read 15 books for the year. Okay. Which I don't even think is a lot.
No, it's not.
But I mean, I'm starting with that and then
keep expanding.
Yeah. Right. So I just think about if I read 15 books and I learn 15 things from 15 people that I never knew.
Your knowledge.
It's like when I read books, I feel like I was shadowing that person.
100%.
I was having I paid $20, $30 to have a conversation with a millionaire, multi-millionaire.
That's exactly how I view books. Is like I look at them as my mentors.
Exactly. You ever read? I know you probably think and Grow Rich.
Of course, Napoleon Hill.
And he has another book that's a gem too. Conversation with the Devil or something like that.
I never read that.
That's a big one too. But he just talks about your mastermind group, and he used to imagine
three makes a mastermind.
So in my office, I have a painting of Nip, which is so funny. I have a painting of Nip, I have a painting of Jay, I have a painting of Big. I got these paintings, and sometimes I just look at this as my mastermind circle. Like, what would Jay tell me right now? What would Nip would tell me, yo, man, just hold
F the middleman.
Like, yo, put your own money up, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I I use art. Sometimes I have art like that, like just to think like, what would this person, just to remind myself of what this person has taught me. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing with books. You might look at the book cover, like I've read, like last year I read a bunch of like rap books. Like I read Prodigy's book.
Yeah.
I read Rick Ross's book. I read Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane got 1 or 2 books I read. 50 Cent got a good some good books. I heard
his new book. I need to go pick that up.
I read all the rappers' books, bro. I read all the rappers' books. And one thing I realized, like, they had problems with their label because they didn't know the business and stuff like that. So I feel like I have to learn the business behind our culture. And our culture is big on music, entertainment. So maybe I don't know if I'll be an entertainment lawyer down the road, but I'll be able to advise. Yeah, it's a thought, man. It's a thought. Because I'm going to be here for a while. I'm going to be here till I'm 100. My great grandma is turning 100 this year. And her mom lived to 105.
Yeah.
My great grandma lived to 108, so I know I'm gonna be here, man. If I just take care of myself. So it's like, and your brain is the last thing to go. The day your brain goes, you die.
Yeah, you done. You're
so
done.
Just keep developing it, and you can share it with your seeds, man, your offspring.
Okay, dope. So I asked this question to everybody in the show. So I want to know the best advice that you've gotten and the worst advice you've gotten, and you don't have to say no names.
The best from a person or from a book? Like what are we talking about?
Anything. Just best advice that you heard. You're like, you know what? That's good advice. I applied it to my life and or worst advice. Be like, yo, so and so or something or culture taught me how to do this, and it was killing me.
My worst advice. Now I ain't even trying to knock, but I'm gonna just make it personal. I feel like my worst advice maybe came from my mom. My mom was an entrepreneur, and me knowing what was in my heart, and my mom just really wanted me to just get a job, get a job.
They were sold that.
Yeah. Get a job, save. Looking back, and then one day my mom came to me. This is what I knew. Like, okay, I'm on the way. My mom came to me, and I know she was proud, but she didn't want to. I don't know what it is about Black parents or Jamaican parents, African parents, whatever. When my mom came to my office to come visit after I did renovations, and I was like, yo, so I can't get a job? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I felt proud in that moment because
she respected everything.
Yeah. But she won't tell me. My mom is a Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn too. Capricorns are like
hard-headed.
Capricorns, stubborn as hell, man.
Never wrong.
Yeah, I don't even date Capricorn women. But so when she came to the office now and she was looking around and she was just like, you know, she sees the renovations. She's like, 1, 2 people working for me, whatever. She's like, so what? I can't get a job, like, you know what I'm saying? But so I felt proud in that moment. She didn't have to tell me, but I know she was proud of me, whatever. But this comes after like years of her just pushing on me and my brothers, get jobs. And I see my brothers now, they want to be entrepreneurs too. I even see how I influence my friends, my circle. They all got businesses now. You know what I'm saying? You're probably the same, like you'll probably realize that too. Things that you'll do, you'll be a trendsetter for your close circle. Yes. And that's the biggest compliment when you see that people are actually following what you're doing. So the worst advice I would say is I'm just saying get a job, but not for the reasons why. If I'm gonna tell someone to get a job, I would tell you get a job so you can learn that corporation. Like I wanted to go like maybe like take an internship at like Uber or like Tesla or something like that because I wanted to learn like what are these guys doing? What is the secrets? You know what I'm saying? So I'll put that as my worst advice for now, but shout out to my mom because I know you just telling us what you heard. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
My best advice, man. Is just to lead with love.
I like that one.
If you approach your business with love and all your clients, all your listeners, if you approach them with love, that's when you're going to see like tremendous results. Cause like if you're always thinking about how you can improve and how you can help, like how you can help someone, how you can bring value to someone, your business will never fail.
Yo, that's crazy.
Your business will never fail.
100%. You know why? I'm gonna tell you something. I just finished a book called Business Secrets from the Bible, right? And the whole premise of the book was basically treating your customers like family, and you'll never lose.
Fam, I love my clients. I gotta set boundaries with some of them though because they be calling me at midnight and stuff like that. Like, yo, I'm in bed. I'm trying to watch the game. Like, I'm not, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you have to love the people that support you.
100%.
Because they're the reasons why you do it, right? Like, even this show, like, you're not doing it for your health. You're doing it to educate and 100%. To inform people. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm pretty sure you respond to all the comments. You probably love the comments and stuff like that. So it's like, think about the people that are watching this. You're probably thinking, what should they know?
100%.
What should I share with them? You know what I'm saying? And that's how I approach my business every day. I lead with love. So, like, I hate when I go to Tim Hortons and they don't fill my bag. Yeah. Cause I know, like, yo, you're not putting love into this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So everything I do, I just try and do it love. Like, if I cook for somebody, cook that with love. You know what I'm saying? Like, if your heart's not into it, like Big said, only make moves when your heart's in it. You know 100%. What I'm saying? So if my heart's not in it, I'm not doing it. I'm not just going to do something just because I heard like, yo, it's a lick. You know what I'm saying? I want to do things that I'm passionate about, that I love. Because I know if I love it, I'll put my best into it. Right?
Best foot forward.
Okay. So
Okay.
just lead with love, man.
Dope. I like that one. So I want you to let the people know where they can contact you and what you have going on. If you want to leave with some last words, anything that you want to say.
You can contact me at I'm on Instagram, but I don't really I DM'd you like on a business tip, but like I don't really do business through the DMs. Okay. I rather do business like we could talk like on the phone. You can email me, whatever. But my Instagram is Fraser Legal Group. My email is cfraser at fraserlegalgroup.com. Get in touch with me. All your business inquiries, get in touch with me. Like, I'm here to protect your business. I'm here to grow your business. Look out for you. Cause like I said, every entrepreneur that's watching this, your business is vital to the community. We're going to depend on whatever skill you have or trade that you have. It's important. It brings value. If it brings value to the community, I want to help you expand it, keep it as a pillar in the community because it's necessary. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean,
dope.
If I could leave you guys with anything, it'd be like, yo, leave with love. And treat your business like your baby. That's one thing. Like, you see how you have the whiteboards?
Yeah.
I bought my first whiteboard when I was in law school. And I remember like the first thing I put up, like the first thing I wrote was, treat your business like like your baby. Like, if it goes under, if it dies, people might tell you like, oh, you know, my condolences. Oh, your friends might say like, you know, like that sucks, whatever. Yeah. But no one's gonna feel it more than you. Yeah. So make sure you treat it like your baby and you're delicate with it, and you really, really try and raise it right, and you set the foundation properly. You know, don't let it just get out of hand and whatever. Make sure you're aware of your taxes. Make sure you're aware of like your online presence and stuff like that, what people are saying about your business, and check in with your clients and your customers, man, because your core is is how you're gonna grow, right? Exactly. You grow outwards, exactly, right? So that's it, man. But if you guys have any more questions, holla at me, man. I'm out here.
All right, episode 16, Black is the New Rich. Thank you guys. Till next time.
Everything black on black, nigga, if I started that